Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go over some Vedic astrology predictions that will change things forever. So our planets are starting to misbehave again with arrangements of elements in combination. And what jump-started things was the solar eclipse we had on March 29th. Not to mention 7 planets aligned after the solar eclipse that we had. So currently, Saturn is sitting in the water sign of Pisces. Now, this weekend, we will have a full moon on April 12th. Mars will be sitting at 3 degrees in the water sign Cancer. These alignments will affect certain countries, including the United States. When we look at the United States astrological chart on the full moon, 4/12/2025, we have a trinal aspect, Mercury, Rahu, and Mars. Mercury is all about communication and business trade, while Mars, brings in war. So what are we currently seeing right now in the news? A trade war with President Donald Trump and China, Canada, and many more places with these tariffs. So while Rahu can bring in drastic instances, these planets are conjunct and at war with one another. And all of this is taking place in the 8th house of the United States chart. The 8th house pertains to transformation, change, even corruptions and darkness, secrets, a lot of things kept in secrecy that come to light, and not good things. So there could be some gossip pertaining to certain political figures that could come out around this time. But trade war is what we are seeing. That is the main thing that I'm seeing in the chart for the United States. And these aspects hit hard on China's natal chart as well. And Xi Jinping, the president of China, is very, very pissed off. And China will fight this tooth and nail. They will. They'll fight it. And China's Mars will hit Cancer at 10 degrees after the full moon. We are going to see the leader of China full of anger. And that's to be expected with the tariffs. And keep in mind, the planets don't need to be exact. So it's all coming to the surface about 1 to 2 weeks after the full moon, April 12th. So if you think what we're seeing now is pretty extent, just wait and see what happens within 7 to 8 days after this full moon, which is coming up tonight or tomorrow, depending on where you live. Okay, guys, let's move on. Let's look at the Rahu Saturn that will be 2 degrees in Canada's chart. So we're going to take a look at Canada. Let's focus on the Canadian elections on April 28th. And of course, Mark Carney, who holds power provisional at this time, meaning temporary power. So the charts do indicate Mr. Carney may gain power, but due to transiting Jupiter, it will be short-lived. So we may see him holding it temporarily, but I don't see him becoming the Prime Minister of Canada for 1 to 2 years. I don't see it. So yes, we may learn of him being elected April 28th or making it official, but I don't see it sticking. I just don't. His chart's not strong for that. It just won't last. Because I can see a shift in change as news regarding Carney will come out. All right. I don't know exactly what this is, but there's something underlining there. Let me just say, if you thought Trudeau, okay, no, let's move on. So something shocking could happen to Mark. something shocking could happen. We have Mars, K2 will be at 2 degrees starting in mid-June through the end of August 2025. It's all about transformation. So it's going to be bumpy for him. It's going to be very bumpy. Carney may lose power by the end of July of 2025 or sometime in 2025, but especially in the summertime, midsummer. Things look really intense for him during that time period. And Mark will have opposition with Pierre, his opposition leader. Yeah. A lot of past life karma reactivates in those two charts. With Pluto, Mars, they are not friends in this lifetime, and most likely not in the previous. Because the charts do indicate that Pierre and Carney are connected to Canada one way or the other, but they are both triggered at this time. Okay. Or moving into the summer of 2025, there's going to be triggers on both sides. Okay, so we have Jupiter running in the 6th house, United States, in June, July, early August. That can bring in accidents. And I don't know why I was looking at the charts and then we are here looking in the sea, but it can bring accidents over sea, over water, primarily dealing with ships. This can also bring in war, unfortunately. I have Houthis in mind. Don't know why that came in, but that's, yeah. Or some form of terrorism, especially as Mars lands in the fire sign Leo with K2. It is a warlike scenario. Or it could also represent oil spills. But there's something with that K2 alignment, it does bring in a warlike situation. And I hope I'm wrong. The charts, aren't always precise, but they give us a very good idea or general idea of what we cannot expect. And that's what I'm seeing. Something in the waters. Now let's go into June, July. Very chaotic time. Problems in the oceans, as I mentioned. And we could see negotiations and peace treaties in late summer. Sadly, this intense period may bring in peace. So we're seeing activity over the sea, accidents, things happening, warlike scenario that could possibly later on bring in that peace treaty. Mexico, K2 on the sun. It's all about loss, money. And the leader, Claudia, and I cannot pronounce her last name. It's spelled Shein. I think it's Sheinbaum or Shinbaum. Yeah. She's very upset with her Rahu, the way it's sitting in her chart. And it's connected with the United States, Canada, China. It's all tariffs. And in all this chaos, there will be a positive change and peace that will come in the summer of 2026. So even though the tariffs, they're on pause right now, but this is only temporary. Trump is not going to give up his fight with the tariff fight. It's a tariff war. It's what it is. I do believe that peace will come out of this and the old system will be torn down, new system rebuilt, and Trump will conquer what he's trying to do now, and the countries will make peace. And there'll be agreements. So by 2026, I see peace. And I hope that that's the case because we love Canada. I don't know. We get a lot of things from China, but Canada is our bordering neighbor. So I hope that we can make peace with them because I know a lot of people are really upset with what's going on. But it almost has to be done to bring down the old. And I've said that for a long time, so I have to say it again. All right, guys, so that's all I have. Oh, no, actually, let me bring up Russia, Ukraine before I end the video because I've had people ask me, and I spoke on this in my prior video, but when I look at Zelensky and Vladimir Putin's chart, what I'm going to say about the leader of Ukraine, who is Zelensky, he needs to be super careful after this full moon. Again, April 12th. I could see him just either walking away from his position or somebody trying to take him out. His chart indicates that. Also, Vladimir Putin, he has a Rahu sitting in the moon. He needs to be very careful. Could be an inside job for him, as in a possible assassination attempt, or even an accident in or around water. Interesting, right? With Pisces, there could be some type of accident with him. So I wanted to mention that. And that's all I have, guys. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button, share, subscribe, cut on that notification bell, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for listening.